Well, was that extreme enough for you? Let's do this. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. It's time to discuss WWE Extreme Rules 2022, a show that I wasn't excited for, but came out pretty much loving most of the results and reasoning behind the decisions. It was a fun night. I thought it was a pretty fun night for what it was worth, and I thought it was worth just hanging out with friends, watching some wrestling for a bit. This camera is going to shake a lot today, so that's just an advance warning. Now, what really do we get out of Extreme Rules this year? Well, we do have a new champion. And it was the first Extreme Rules in what feels like a long time where it was gimmick match mania for the sake of gimmick match mania. Yes, that's right. Every match had its own thing, and that really helped enjoy the show. Keeping things different for the right reasons, hence gimmicky pay-per-view, Extreme Rules. So, can't complain too much. We're going to go through everything. We're going to try to break it down and see how we feel when we get through this little discussion. Let's go. Now, unfortunately, for the sake of the show, we had a kickoff with nothing relevant on it. Yes, I can't really believe I'm saying that because I thought we fixed that problem last month at Clash of the Castle. We had a great six-man tag on the kickoff, but this time we get nothing? That was a shame. That was a shame. There should always be at least one match on a kickoff if they are an hour in length. If you think it should stay a talk show, push it down to half an hour. That's how they were originally anyway. So it doesn't take much of a genius to figure that out. To the show, however, aside from the matches, one little gag we had running throughout the night was The Miz getting ready for his birthday celebration on Raw, and he kept running into the Philadelphia Flyers mascot. I think Gritty is his name, and they had some fun altercation, which ended up with Dexter Lumis getting Gritty his due. It was hilarious to see that mascot kick Miz right in the gut. That was fun stuff, guys. Much appreciated for the comedy. We started the show off right, though. Six-man tag team match, the old Donnybrook match, and thankfully I was right. There were no tags. This was nothing boring to my sake. It was a fun tornado no DQ match style. Brawling Brutes, Imperium, very well booked this. I really wasn't sure who was going to take it as time kept going throughout the match. Imperium were looking really good in the beginning of it. I mean, Imperium bombed a Holland on the floor. That was nasty. Sheamus is getting destroyed outside, and it looked like Butch was going to take the punishment in, but Sheamus got up. He mounted that comeback, and ooh, I thought he might have had Gunther with that bro kick. Finally connecting with a full flesh bro to the face of that man, but not quite. Imperium were able to hold it down, but Brutes were owed this one because high cross through the table, out goes Gunther, and a bro kick to Eichner, aka Giovanni Vinci, 1, 2, 3. The Brawling Brutes pick up the win, and part of me wonders, is this the end of the feud, or does Sheamus get one more match for the Intercontinental Championship? You guys let me know. I personally think this is the end now. As much as I want another match, as much as I want Sheamus becoming Intercontinental Champion, I think the feud's done. I think the feud's done. But it was good. It was a good way to start the show and keep things going. And speaking of keeping things going, I was a bit surprised to see this match second of the card. Ronda Rousey, Liv Morgan Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This match, pretty good. Pretty good. Nothing too crazy, I don't think, with these two. But they had an actual match, which was nice to see, because that's really the only thing we haven't seen these two do yet. It was the quick cash-in at Money in the Bank. It was the very short match at SummerSlam with the screwy finish. This match, there wasn't a debate. No debate whatsoever. After a good back and forth, and let the chair spot go, guys. Furniture can't cooperate all the time. Ronda Rousey was finally able to hold Liv down, basically choke her out, smiling, mind you, to win her second SmackDown Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey is the new champion. I just could not see Liv Morgan beating her 3 times. Y'all gotta remember, it's Ronda Rousey. That name still means a lot in, well, wrestling and jiu-jitsu, etc., etc. So, Nah, she wasn't going to lose this. She wasn't going to lose this. I was just wondering if Shayna Baszler was going to become a part of this program or not, or if something else screwy was going to happen. But no, it was a nice little back and forth. They had me a couple of times that Liv might take it. The senton through the table, especially because Ronda had an excellent knocked out face for it. That was good. But no, Ronda said no. Came back for the dub. Very happy to have called that one. Moving on, third match of the night, I would probably say the weakest part of the whole night, but honestly, it wasn't as boring as I thought it was going to be, and that's saying something. McIntyre Cross strap match. I thought this was going to be a dull 20-minuter, but it didn't feel like that to me. I like Cross playing games at the start of this match, not wanting to put the strap on, Scarlett getting involved every so often when the match really did start. And it was an okay little back and forth thing. I really didn't think this was going to work the way it did. I don't think fans are extremely impressed by this, mind you. It wasn't a 5-star classic. I just thought it was going to be worse. It might have been worse if it was a longer match. They knew what they were doing with this choice. The finish was also pretty decent because I just knew things were going to get screwy. I was preparing for it. As much as I want to see Cross just go on the beast where he is, that I remember him from NXT, it doesn't seem like we're doing this with him on the main roster, so I'm going to have to just let things go about that. Because, hey, at least he won. McIntyre was ready to put this one away. Scarlett comes in with some pepper spray, mace, whatever you want to call it. It blinded Drew enough so Cross could hit that devastating back elbow to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. A win for Karrion Kross on pay-per-view over Drew McIntyre. Good stuff. I'm not really sure if this is going to continue on, but it might. It might, but for now, it was okay. Nothing worth, like, going overboard about. Then we step it up. I really wanted this match to be the main event. Now that I think about it, there's no excuse why it couldn't have been the main event. So I am going to continue to protest to this match not being the main event. Bianca Belair, Bayley, Raw Women's Championship ladder match. Oh, this was so good. This was so well built together because you knew Bianca was going in it alone. No one was going to be coming out to help her in this. And when Io and Dakota came out, you felt the worst. Honestly, you felt the worst. But she was able to rub them off pretty quick after her and Bayley put on, again, a tremendous match. I don't want to, like, desecrate this in a way. I don't want to just go through spot by spot. You should watch this. This is fun. This is legitimately fun. If you don't want to know who won, stop the video now and go watch this match. If there's one match from Extreme Rules I would like to rewatch, it's the Raw Women's Championship match. It was good. It was really good. Match of the night, we will get to that. But as far as getting down to the nitty gritty though, Bayley, you did a lot of this. But even 3-on-1, guess what? Not even you pinning her. You didn't even have to. You couldn't do it. Bianca Belair, KOD, climb the ladder. That is my championship. Boom. Bianca Belair retains the Raw Women's Championship. I should have gone with my gut on this one. I just had a feeling that Bianca Belair versus Ronda Rousey was going to be in the works. Champion versus champion. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we're doing that Survivor Series, but Bianca keeps it here, and I really can't see Bayley taking it too soon after this, to be honest. This was a big statement win for Bianca Belair. She wins going in it alone. She takes the 3-on-1 disadvantage, and Bayley, all she had to do was climb up a ladder and grab a belt. She didn't have to pin her, didn't have to submit her. Couldn't do it. Bianca Belair is great, and this didn't bother me whatsoever. I was pleasantly surprised to be wrong and really glad I second-guessed myself before really locking in my predictions with friends. Good stuff, fun stuff, keeping up the tradition with fun stuff. I Quit match. Yes, the I Quit match was not the main event. The main event was a choice. That's all I have to go with. Edge and Finn Balor. Now, this was fun. This was really fun, and I will give it credit. I'm putting match of the night as a tie for this show. I think the I Quit match and the Raw Women's Championship match were both fantastic for their own reasons. The Raw Women's Championship ladder match was a spectacle of amazement. The I Quit match was some superb booking choices and how we got there. Edge and Finn were taking it to each other, but you just knew, where's Judgment Day? Where's Judgment Day? You knew something was going to happen. And after a while, after some just great fun, because Edge and Finn fought like all over the crowd. I think Edge hit a flapjack on Balor on the exit sign. That was hilarious. We then get to Judgment Day's interference. Edge surprisingly seems to take care of business because he spears Balor off the apron onto Dominic and Priest. And I'm thinking, ooh, is Edge going to pull what Bellaire did? But you forgot about the Vixen. You forgot about Rhea Ripley because she ends up handcuffing Edge to the ropes, and Edge takes the beating until Rey Mysterio comes out, tries to even up the odds, but fails. And then, of course, we then look to the worst again with Edge in handcuff. But then Beth Phoenix showed up, and her and Rhea decided to mix it up. And after a spear by Beth to Rhea, she gets the key. She gets Edge uncuffed. Edge goes on a spearing spree, and I was ready for that to be it. Once he asked Beth for the chair, I knew what was happening, but I was wrong. I was wrong about this one because Rhea Ripley gets back up. Brass knuck shot to Beth Phoenix. Edge gets dominated again, but won't quit. He just won't do it. But then what do? You play the sympathy game. We've seen this in other I Quit matches, most notably Jim Uso costing, in a way, Jey Uso his match with Roman Reigns at Hell in a Cell a couple of years ago because Jey Uso only quit to protect his brother. Well, Edge had to quit to protect Beth Phoenix from a concerto, which Rhea did anyway. Straight up savage. This was so well done. I, however, don't think this puts Balor in the spotlight, which I'm not sure if that's what Triple H wanted out of this or not, because I knew there were rumors he's definitely back on the Balor wagon. But this isn't the way to get there so much. But I don't have a problem with the finish. That's great. Judgment Day in itself needed this kind of win, and they got it. So major props to that. We'll see where this goes. Edge is gonna be furious, though. He did a promo on Raw saying the Beast was gonna be awakened here. He should have saved that promo for after this match. That's all I'm saying. But Finn Balor takes the win. Heading to our main event, the Fight Pit. And is it just me? Is it just me? I've watched both the NXT ones at their time. Do you guys remember there being a count rule for the knockouts? Because maybe I'm just missing something. Please let me know in the comments below. I don't remember the referee counting people down. I remember fight pits ending only via submission or, in some cases, knockout. I don't remember it having a last man standing rule to it. So that's what Cormier was doing the whole time. He was counting. So I was a bit confused. The match itself, though, was okay. I didn't think it was main event worthy. No disrespect to the competitors. Because they tried to make something good out of it. A good fight in the ring. A good fight on top of the freaking setting of it. Like at the top of the cage. Because there was a walkway above. And that senton by Riddle off of it, though, that looked like it hurt. Oh, just nasty. But I will say one thing. I've heard criticism about the finish. I must have been the only one who was ready for that to be the finish. Because when Riddle hit that senton, I knew it couldn't last too much longer. And once he locked in that triangle, I'm telling you, oh, he's not going to let go of that. He is not going to let go of that whatsoever. Rollins is going to try, but he's not letting go. And he didn't. And Rollins did indeed tap, which was surprising to my prediction, but I was thinking that was the finish. So I give credit. I liked the finish of that match. I was ready for that finish. I told myself, Riddle ain't letting go. He didn't. Boom! Matt Riddle gets a lovely main event win. That is a good positive out of this. I really thought Rollins was going to find a way to stooge out of this somehow, or at least take this to some kind of other degree, but it didn't happen. He got his comeuppance here, and that's fine with me. I wasn't thinking it was going to be tonight, but it ended up being tonight in Riddle's house, basically. So fair play. I do believe this should get a third match, maybe in Saudi Arabia, but I'm not going to be too disappointed if it won't. So, good stuff. And yeah, that was the end of the pay-per-view, and I really don't have much complaints with this. Extreme Rules was good. It was a fun time. It was gimmicky nonsense, and the wrestling was on point. And let me know what you guys think about it. Comments, like, share, subscribe. What did you like about the show? What didn't do it for you with the show? Was there some booking you weren't a fan of? Let me know. And I'll see. Yeah, I know. I can't end the video yet. Jeez. Okay, if you're not up to date, I'll try to get you up to date. The short version. Been a Bray Wyatt fan a lot in WWE. WrestleMania last year was the last straw. I've had enough of him. I was one of the people very pleasantly happy when he was released. And, of course, what happened last night? Well, White Rabbit stuff. In fact, I think we even did a little White Rabbit video during the Brawling Brutes entrance and then nothing else throughout the rest of the night, that was dumb, in my opinion. And then, of course, I don't need to go into detail. If you are happy, I'm happy for you because I love seeing you guys happy. I love seeing people happy. So, you know what? Great. I really hope you guys are happy and can look forward to this. I am not mentally capable of enjoying Bray Wyatt back in WWE. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I didn't. It was corny. It was dumb. It was the same old crap I'm used to seeing them do with him. The only way you're investing me is if, like, his 2014 cult leader gimmick is what he's doing going forward, so at least I can relax with him. Otherwise, I don't care. I don't have faith in him in WWE, and that is case closed on that. I don't need to further push because I don't want to piss you guys off by ragging on him because that's not really the point of this video. I just want to give you guys more of an explanation of why I'm not a fan of the character in wrestling anymore and why it won't be worth my time going into it with excellent detail. If you want to hear excellent detail and other reactions and stuff, go watch some other videos. There's actually a lot of good ones for it right now. I really like the Cultaholic one for it. And In the Clutch, they're doing freaking great too. I think they've become my king of wrestling reactions over like What Culture and Cultaholic because they're just not done properly to what I like the standard of wrestling reactions to be anymore. So go over to In the Clutch and subscribe. Thanks for watching, y'all. I enjoy Extreme Rules. I will see you another time. And remember, enjoy the Halloween season. Keep it real.